Okay, so I'm so glad you're here and I get to share this personal experience with everybody. So I was attending a training session for our organization officers, and during the training session, the person who was leading it asked everybody to get their cell phones out and tag each other on social media. I found it extremely awkward that I was the only person that didn't have a social media account at the time. And I also thought it was weird that my school was asking me. This was the first time that I realized really how important social media has become in our society. That even my school is asking and requesting that we get on social media to tag each other, even when we're sitting in the same room. Initially, my first experience with social media was not the most positive experience. I happened to join Facebook during the election year, so there was a lot of rhetoric going around, a lot of negative and polarizing things circulating on the internet at the time. And I also witnessed a lot of people being really degrading to each other and making really nasty comments online, like they forgot that there were people on the other end. It wasn't long after that that I deleted my social media account. I was pretty sure that that was the ultimate degradation of our society as a whole. So it wasn't until my second experience with social media, which I was actually forced into. I'm part of a Phi Theta Kappa organization. It's an honor society, and I am a vice president for that organization. We had open officer positions, one of which was the Officer of Public Relations. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I would not be your first choice for public relations because I hate social media. But they needed somebody to fill the position, and they asked that I do it. So I was tasked with creating social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, for my Phi Theta Kappa organization. While I was doing this, I found the most amazing group on Facebook. It's called PTK Members. Everybody in there is extremely positive. They push each other to do better. They're posting jokes that are related to education, so it's relative to everybody in there, and there's not a single negative thing going on. So you may have heard the old adage that you are who you surround yourself with. I think that this applies with social media as well, because you are what you surround yourself with too. And obviously, social media has taken on a place in our society where we can't really deny ourselves the access, because places like my school or my Phi Theta Kappa are requesting and requiring that people be a part of social media. It is something that we have to do, and it can be shaped tremendously. So what I learned through this experience is that I have to be careful and filter what information I choose to look at. I have to be conscious about the things I like, because those things are in an algorithm that are going to feed back to me more stuff like that. I have to be careful about the people I friend, because they may be bringing negative things into my environment that could ruin that activity for me. And I have to be careful about what kind of groups I join, because they surround themselves with specific information. So overall, I'm just very thankful for this experience with Phi Theta Kappa, and to be able to learn the different facets of Facebook and social media from this side of it, because it's opened up a different viewpoint of the world, and I'm appreciative to that. So when I click on something negative or polarizing, it's likely that that's going to feed back to me. But I try to keep it positive, and I remember that there are people on the other side of that computer. So thank you guys for showing up and listening to my experience. I'm very thankful that all of you are here.
That was very good.